Now everyone is screaming and yelling about Waluigi again, this time to get him in the new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. However, there was a period in time where a similar thing happened, but with a different game, Super Mario 64 DS. Because people thought that he would be coming to that game as well, but in the end this never happened. Now, why did people even think this was coming? Well, the game was originally known as Super Mario 64 X4 during development, and was eventually released in 2004 for the handheld system Nintendo DS. It was the first Mario game to be released on this console, and it's an enhanced remake of the 1996 game Super Mario 64 for the Nintendo 64, bearing some new features on its storyline, gameplay and graphics. One of those features was multiple playable characters. In the game you could choose from Mario, Yoshi, Luigi and Wario, who can all join the adventure in order to rescue Princess Peach from the hands of Bowser. This is the first and presently only game in the Mario platformer series where Wario is playable, and also one of the two games where Yoshi himself is playable, but is neither ridden nor controlled by any of the other characters. This game has multiple characters, and at some point news that Waluigi would be there as well started popping up. And this is where the rumor came from. In 2007, rumors about Waluigi appearing in Super Mario 64 DS started, similar to the original Super Mario 64 Luigi rumors, but we will cover that in another video. So be sure to click subscribe and the bell button so you won't miss it. Many fans even suggested that the original L is Real 2401 statue, which was part of the Luigi Super Mario 64 rumor, would be involved in accessing Waluigi in the sequel, and various fake ways to unlock him were put forward. None of them really made sense, and everyone was basically speculating.
One of the more popular pieces of evidence was a fake magazine scan titled Purple Prices. It stated that Waluigi could be unlocked by collecting every Power Star and becoming the fastest foot racer in the land, then triggering a hidden switch to reveal his door and defeating the Rabbid King to collect the key. The page also described his standard and Power Flower abilities, as well as stating that he has a special ending. However, the scan was created by Andrew Brown, who edited a custom-made Waluigi model into game screenshots and posted the image onto his DeviantArt account, as well as some small gaming forums as an April Fool's joke in 2005, though it quickly spiked in popularity. Some began to state that the image has been posted onto IGN and that the scan was from an issue of Nintendo Power. By now we know that it was all fake. There was never ever a plan to include Waluigi in any way. We even checked the scrapped content and text to see if there was any indication that he used to be part of the game or in development. But sadly enough, the answer is no again. There was nothing to be found, so yeah. This was 100% fake. Even the footage found on YouTube is altered, or just a ROM hack of the original game where they put his model in. However, would it actually be possible to put Waluigi in the game? Is there a way how that could work out? Well, yes. Putting him in the story is actually quite easy. Normally the game starts off like this. Princess Peach writes a letter to Mario, telling him to come to her castle because she baked a cake for him. This letter is assumed to be a clever forgery from Bowser, who guesses that Mario and his friends would come looking, and so employs his minions to capture them beforehand. Mario arrives outside the castle through a warp pipe, followed by Luigi and Wario. The three then make their way to the castle entrance. Yoshi is seen asleep on the roof the entire time, only to be awakened by one of the Lakitu Bros, who reveals that the others haven't returned yet. Immediately, Yoshi decides to locate them. He starts collecting Power Stars, rescuing Mario, Luigi, and Wario along the way. Now, that's the basic plot of the game, and they could easily put in Waluigi here. However, there is one thing that's kind of in the way. In the year 2004, Waluigi wasn't that popular. His debut on the previous console lineup was only seen in some early sports games, so implementing him here would be a bit weird, but possible. They could completely mold him into whatever they want to at that point. He was quite a basic character with no development after all, so they can do anything. They could even work on the relationship between Waluigi and Wario. They are quite close after all. However, there are still the alternate endings where he can play a role as well.
There are 3 alternate endings for Super Mario 64 DS, however the differences between them are incredibly small, so implementing them here wouldn't be that much work. This means that it can work from a story perspective. Even from a gameplay standpoint, there aren't any problems at all. As we have seen in some YouTube videos, you can load in the model and make it work. And switching between characters would also be easy because there are 3 doors, each symbolizing the character's first letter of their name. However, there are 4 doors in total. Only the white door is not a playable character and instead contains a secret power star which can be unlocked if the player is able to catch the 8 glowing rabbits. However, you can always replace that with a Waluigi door so you can play as him. So really there's a good reason why people thought that he would be in the game. It's certainly possible. Besides that, all the fake promotional materials and videos showing he was unlockable in the game made for a strong case. And not all the leaks are lies as well. Recently, Simon Belmont was announced as a new character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but a lot of people already knew this before the presentation because of a leak that turned out to be true. So no matter what, when a new rumor arrives, there's always a chance that it's true. But for Waluigi, it isn't. Thank you for watching, you lovely human. We put our heart and souls into these videos. So please show your appreciation by giving us a like or a dislike if you disliked it, I mean, fair enough. And you can always subscribe to the channel for more content. Yay!